Chairman Moran, ranking members Blumenthal, and members of the committee, thank you for inviting DAV to testify today on the VA Disability Compensation Program, its vital role in supporting veterans, their families, caregivers, and their survivors, and the challenges VA faces in delivering timely and accurate decisions. Last year alone, DAV assisted over 1.1 million veterans and survivors. We filed more than 560,000 claims and took over 3.1 million actions on their behalf at no cost. These numbers are staggering, but they are not just statistics. They represent veterans living with life-altering injuries, chronic illnesses, invisible wounds such as PTSD. Many face barriers with employment, health care, and activities of daily living. Behind every claim is a personal sacrifice and a genuine need. Before I turn to recommendations, I must address a recent article of the Washington Post that grossly misrepresented disabled veterans and the VA disability compensation system. The Post claimed veterans are swamping the VA with fraudulent or dubious claims. According to the VA Office of Inspector General, fewer than 200 fraud convictions occur each year. With nearly 3 million claims processed annually, that's a fraud rate of 1/100th of 1%. The article also labeled conditions such as tinnitus, eczema, chronic pain, hypertension, diabetes, depression, and even PTSD as dubious. These are conditions Congress and VA has long recognized as service-connectable conditions. Furthermore, the Post mischaracterized the PACT Act. The Appeals Modernization Act is a loophole to abuse when these laws exist to deliver long overdue justice. The VA disability adjudication process is legally binding, highly regulated, and evidence-based. Service connection generally requires current diagnosed disability, an in-service event or exposure, and medical nexus linking the two. However, presumptive service connection has an exception that allows VA to grant benefits when scientific and historical evidence shows veterans in certain places and locations were exposed. Claims undergo multi-layered review by rating specialists and compensation and pension examiners to ensure accuracy and compliance. Fraud is an exception. It is not systemic. Now let me turn to our recommendations. First, VA must have resources to maintain claims accuracy and timeliness. Backlog surged from 150,000 in 2022 to over 400,000 in 2024 due to the PACT Act and also the outreach for veterans crisis. Thanks to the increasing staffing, the numbers is now about 135,000. Continued progress depends on sustaining VBA funding, strategic use of overtime, and close monitoring of staffing needs. Second, we must simplify the claims process. Veterans should be able to file a claim by telephone. The VA claims process is well recognized as non-adversarial, and claims processors should construe claims to maximize benefits. VA's requirements that veterans specify a single benefit on a VA intent to file form can unfairly delay and reduce payments. If a veteran checks only one box but later qualifies for another benefit, they lose retroactive entitlement. This rule should be removed. Third, VBA must optimize technology. Artificial intelligence, document digitization, and data mining can transform claims processing. But accuracy, oversight, and staff support are essential. VBA and its contractors must develop IT systems that integrate with accredited veteran service organizations for filing claims and appeals. The new accredited representative portal was developed without consulting DAV or other major accredited veteran service organizations. It is advisable that VBA and its contractors seek input and collaboration with DAV and other major accredited veteran service organizations on future enhancements and new system builds to ensure usable, accuracy, and alignment with veterans' needs. Finally, improve the presumptive making process for toxic exposed veterans, expanding research, creating independent scientific review processes, and establishing stakeholder oversight will help end decades-long wait for toxic-exposed veterans. Presumptive rules not only deliver justice, they allow VBA to adjudicate large cohorts efficiently, reducing delays and appeals. Mr. Chairman, the veterans we represent are counting on this committee to ensure the system works for them, not against them, to every veteran, so that every veteran has an opportunity to have success after their service. Thank you, and I'm happy to answer any questions.